So this here came out on X, and as you can see, it's you know who and her 38th birthday. Now, the thing is, this got 125 replies. What can people possibly be saying? We'll find out in a second, but I want to say this. The question is, why talk about how Amber looks? A lot of Johnny fans even say that's shallow. Let's not talk about that. Let's not sink to that level. Well, the thing is, a lot of Amber fans brag about how she looks, so all I'm doing and all some Johnny fans are doing is putting them in their place and reminding them of reality. Now, take a random actress like Scarlett Johansson, who's actually pretty attractive. You don't see people posting about her saying, "Ooh, look how old she's getting," or things like that, because generally her PR, her fans, and things like that don't brag about it. They might mention it, but it's not quite the same. She's actually talented, she's got some things going, so they don't have to focus on how beautiful she is. Like, let's just say Gwyneth Paltrow back in her good day, you didn't hear people have to brag so much about her looks because she also had other talents like singing and actual acting. But you know who doesn't have those actual talents, so they gotta say, look how beautiful she is. And then we gotta say, well, not really. Let's see what some people are saying. By the way, this is from April 25th, 2024. Linda Lou says, seriously though, should that be the focus? How old she looks for her age? In my opinion, that just falls into the same category of when Stains post about how Johnny dresses and looks for his age. I could care less about how they look. I only care that JD got out the truth. And that's what I explained, Linda, is Johnny fans aren't just saying it to say it. It's in context because she brags about it. So it's a response from the Johnny fans. It's not proactively making fun of her, if that makes sense, which it does to me. But sure, on one hand, I understand what you're saying. It doesn't have to be a focus necessarily, but it's not a focus. It's just one aspect of what people still talk about. This has nothing to do with anything, but it says the Arnie, and I'll give it a heart. I say pushing 40, because yes, that's true. Her big cheekbones have disappeared. Were they fillers? Because that only lasts a while. She has aged around her eyes. Years of drugs and alcohol will age some people. I will give you a heart. Whatever this is, I really like it. I'll give it a heart. It's only got 4. Once again, unrelated, but somewhat interesting. I'm surprised people still want to have their picture taken with her. If I would bump into her, I would run to the nearest supermarket, buy a huge case of eggs, and start throwing. I can't condone that. Let's not get physical, but I understand how you might possibly feel. Yet another pic with someone up close to her when she said she has to tell people how to approach her. And the way they can stand with or touch her, she is a compulsive liar. She's not capable of telling the truth. Well, maybe about some things, but not about most. Let's leave it there. She looks bloated and haggard at the same time. My guess is on booze and Osmapec, which is probably some kind of medication. You get a heart, why not? Boo says, so much change, I think her nose looks different too, slightly more upturned at the tip and 2 little bumps at the tip. I could be imagining it though. Too detailed for me, but I read it, so let's keep it and keep going. 38 looks 48. Nice dentures though. Alright, I won't argue. And as you can see, these comments go down and down and down. 125 of them. So pretty interesting. And for the record, for what it's worth, yeah, yeah, not quite what there once was in the looks department. Gotta remind you, if her fans weren't bragging, I wouldn't give a flying F. But they do, so let's try to knock them down to reality. I had some hot chocolate tonight, maybe about 3 or 4 cups of it. And because of that, I'm feeling, well, I don't know, in a good mood. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.